we've got 30 more minutes of surf action from the Swatch Women's Pro here at lower trestles. Sally Fitzgibbons, Johanne Defay, Dimity Stoyle. She has come out of the gates swinging. Had a great year, her best year yet, no doubt, on the World Championship Tour. And here she is, opting for a rare left-hander. Some nice opening turns. Love her style, real low center of gravity. Real, snappy attack on her backhand right there. I like that wave selection. You know, it's not going to be a huge score, but definitely loosened her up a little bit. And I think sometimes when you start with a left like that, you could maybe get in your competition's brain a little bit going, wait, oh, there's lefts out here too?
Right.
It could confuse them just a little bit.
Well, Johanne Defay from Reunion Island, she knows her way around a left-hander. Just kind of a couple setup snaps, but watch her whip into that right there. A lot of spray. Unfortunately, she just didn't have enough room to fit one more maneuver, so that'll keep this.
And we're so used to seeing you in that top tier of the Women's World Championship Tour. You know, do you feel like you're getting reignited and finding that hunger and finding that comfort zone that you're used to now?
Thank you for that, Tyler Wright. That was a real pleasure to watch, and that was really cool to be a part of, to see, you know, Tyler Wright's kind of reemergence. She said it right there, a little confusing throughout the beginning of the year, but I mean, that heat right there just tells us Tyler Wright is back, and she means business.
You know what's so cool about both Tyler and Owen? They're both so comfortable in their own skin. Very refreshing.
Beautiful conditions on hand, and here goes Sally Fitzgibbons. Strong opening turn. Beautiful arc for Sally. Wow. That kind of came out of nowhere. Like she was having no trouble on that wave, and then kind of just all of a sudden slipped up and went down.
Yeah, a little evidence of that high tide. That tide starting to finally roll back in, and because of that, there's kind of a steep bank with those rocks, and it can create a little backwash. And it got the best of her. She just caught a little bit of bumps, and she wasn't looking at it. She wasn't paying attention. Watches her board bobbles after this nice carve. Nice little snap right here. You can see that backwash is going to come into your screen right there, and just bounced her board around.
She's watching her in the last couple of events, definitely kind of just inching up, and you know, she's kind of put the pedal to the metal. You can tell the U.S. Open was a great indication of where she's at, even with that injury still kind of literally in her head. And it looks like we're going to have a ride from Dimity Stoyle. She's been quiet for the first 10 minutes, but not quiet anymore. It was a really loud first couple of turns. Bam, bam. Hammering it home again. So whatever Tanner told her where to sit, she took that advice and ran with it, ripped that wave to pieces.
That's all I could think about. You know, she waited there. She had something in mind, and it is definitely the best wave of the heat so far. She's known for those smooth, round carves. Watch her rail. She constantly keeps it engaged. Very pivotty surfer. She likes to really surf off that back foot and kind of whip it around. She has her board on constant swivel, but a nice little clicky turn there to finish it, just to mix it up.
See how much speed she was getting out of those bottom turns? Really just pushing through that bottom turn. It almost slingshots her up into the lip. Really cool to see. All right, using her priority, it is Johanne Defay. Her first wave of 4.67. This wave looking pretty shouldery. Not going to offer her much. She's going to stick with it. She's got almost a full 20 minutes to go, so she'll have plenty of time to get back out there. Could offer her one more section of tag on the inside. She takes full advantage of that wave. Not going to be a huge score, but it's a decent backup for now. As we saw in that last heat, you better be dropping 8s and 9s if you want to stay with this crowd.
Yeah, for sure. I just have a feeling that we haven't even peeled the lid off yet in this heat. We've just seen a lot of decent, mediocre scores, but once one of these ladies lock into a smooth, big wall, that's when we'll see fireworks.
18:40 on the clock. Dimity Stoyle's last wave comes in at a 7. Her first solid score of this heat. Sally Fitz got a 5.17 and a 3.67. We'll take a look now at Johanne Defay.
As Johanne, you can see that wave is what we've been calling all day, kind of a teepee, that A-frame, where you can see all that whitewash, all the energy is behind her. There's not much in front of her. You want that steep wall right in front of you so you can kick it. Throw your fins, do an air. all the points. There, that last little section came at her, so that gave her a little something, something. But the score is reflecting 3.3, Chris.
All indications are saying that we will surf again tomorrow, but of course you got to wait for the call tomorrow morning. Here goes Sally Fitzgibbons using her priority. Beautiful opening turn. Another quick, powerful snap. Reading that wave nicely, finishing strong with 2 little speed floats. So Sally Fitzgibbons, a great ride. Johanne Defay was having a look, but it was a no-go. So 12:20 to go here. Round 3, heat 4. And now having a look, it is Johanne Defay, deep bottom turn, big opening snap. This wave again, shouldering off a little bit. We'll see if she has opportunity on the inside. Just room for one more turn. So a smaller wave for Johanne Defay. She's got 2 scores right now, a 4.67 and a 3.33. Dimity Stoyle, meanwhile, has a 7. So we'll see what this wave does for Sally Fitz.
Sally really found something. Watch her shoulders right here. Oh, I love how she leaned into that second turn. You know, she kind of got away from her board, used that leverage, you know, kind of lengthened her body. We see John do that a lot. So a different turn there from Sally, and she ripped into it, so I like that. That should be her best score. Johanne, another slopey wave here. Hit it just a little early. She went for just a little layback snap right there, but because she got there early, it didn't make the maneuver quite as exciting, so we'll see where that score falls. Yeah, she's definitely been so disciplined, isn't she? You know, and she loves to cross-train. She loves to run. She runs a lot. Physically fit as a fiddle.
And here's one of them. This is Johanne Defay, another kind of medium insider, but this one is a little bit longer of a wall. See if she can get a little bit of speed to put some power into her maneuvers. Finishes it with a little bit of a float. So probably another average score for Defay. She's kind of in that line right now, 4.67, a 4.93. And here she goes right now, Dimity Stoyle on a beautiful looking right-hander. Opens it up with a big carve, follows through with a nice cutback. A lot of speed going into these turns. One more chance to the inside. Bam, Dimity Stoyle, solid finish. Maybe if we just keep saying her name, she'll find herself in position to get a good wave. And that wave right there was probably the coolest looking wave on the takeoff. It just had that classic trestles look. And you know, because Dimity Stoyle, she is dropping a solid score. That's enough to jump her into the lead, a 6.87. Dimity Stoyle now holds the lead, not by much. Sally Fitzgibbons needs a 7.70. Johanne Defay needs an 8.94.
Well, there you go, Dimity. Last 3.5 minutes for her. The task
yet again, Dimity Stoyle. She's got a fast wave in front of her. Nice carving snap. Big turn on the open face. Tail sliding to disaster, goes down, but that set looked like we were going to get 3 or 4 waves ridden out of it, but so far that's been the best wave of the set. And Dimity Stoyle caught it with 3rd priority. Got a couple good turns. Her low score is a 6.87. I don't think that will eclipse that.
Section.
I love that she turned and went though. Good decision making.
I thought, you know, in retrospect, you know, hindsight's 20/20. She could have went for a little lip line floater to get around that rib. There's a rib. See how it splits the wave in half? But she just said, you know what, screw it. I'm going to go for a big old tail slide. And that rib really was funky town, so she couldn't recover.
And there you have it. With that horn, we end what was an incredible day of surfing